Hi, it's Verico55 here, back again with another episode of Clangen. So, in the last episode, Carp Kit died of kitten cough, and it spread to Tiny Kit. So we lost our first cat, which is really sad. I can't believe, I wasn't expecting, to lose a kit of all things. I was expecting, a warrior or something, maybe to go down to a badger. But no, it was Carp Kit. So, it's super sad that Carp Kit died. I know Tiny Kit's got it, so we have to worry about her, dying as well. So, you can see her. She's in the medicine den. And so is Dandelion Pelt. So hopefully we have enough herbs to take care of that kitten cough. But if we don't have enough herbs, I think it's good that we do a big patrol. So Laurel Fur and Night Stripe became warriors last time. And Laurel Fur is apparently decorating their nest, and Night Stripe is relaxing in camp. I kind of think of that as like Laurel Fur collecting feathers for their nest to kind of decorate now that they're warriors. Maybe Night Stripe sometimes helps around too. Maybe they pick up chestnuts and stuff and bring them back to camp, knickknacks, something like acorns and stuff and stones, shiny stones and stuff. Okay, so there's Drakefoot. She is guarding the camp. She got these little blueberries to kind of decorate herself with. Okay, so called an important clan meeting recently. I think that's probably about Carp Kit, because I think the clan is kind of reeling from this loss. So maybe they're saying, maybe they're having the funeral there. Is looking around camp, so maybe he's looking around StarClan camp now that he is in StarClan, because it's probably so jarring, because he's probably remembers his life, and now he's suddenly in this strange place. I think that's why Hootstar is calling the thing, because everyone's super sad, because they were super protective of the kids. Feels overworked. Maybe they're worried, maybe they're overworked because they're running around the camp trying to console everyone, and they're still trying to get everyone to go on patrol, but everyone's glaring at them we can't go on patrol now. Is lashing her tail furiously. Maybe that's because she lost her kit, she lost her ear, and now she's super mad. Feels overworked as well. Maybe he's helping around trying to calm down his mate and stuff. He's got a weak leg, so let's see how Aloe Kit is doing. Is curious about other clans. Does that mean she's curious about StarClan, do you think? Because her brother's gone, she probably doesn't know that he's dead. She's asking, where's my brother? And they're he went to StarClan. And she's but why would he leave our clan? What's so good about StarClan that we don't have? And she's she doesn't really understand, I don't think. And I think that's so sad. I think this is just, everyone's so sad, and it's going to be a couple moons before they recover. Because this is the first cat of the clan that died. It's proud they barely take care of the clanmates. But she failed to heal Carp Kit. Maybe she's trying to make up for it by healing Tiny Kit. Maybe that's why Dandelion Pelt's so mad. Because Racoon Bite and Crow Bite weren't able to save their kits. Was startled awake by a wee hours by a vivid dream. So maybe Crow Bite saw... maybe she was sleeping at the time, and she saw Carp Kit arrive, and when she woke up, Carp Kit was in StarClan. He was dead in the medicine den, because, he's probably in his nest in the medicine den. Is rethinking their life choices. What is Hiccup Pelt rethinking about? Because, is he thinking about a smoothie jump? No, I don't think, because they became mates in the last episode. So maybe he's thinking oh, maybe I don't want to have kits because he's worried that they're going to die. Monkey Hair thinks they could take on a badger solo. Maybe he's trying to take his mind off it because he has kits too. So maybe he's I could take on a badger. He's trying to take off his mind. And Dandelion Pelt, that's his actual grandson actually, now that I think about it. So Monkey's Hair's grandson was Carp Kit. So maybe he's trying to take his mind off it, and his Dandelion Pelt's being angry at everyone because she's furious that everything went wrong in her life, because she's missing an ear, her paw is raw, and she's missing her kit's dead. So maybe that's why Dandelion Pelt's so mad all the time now. Maybe she's not taking care of her other kit as well, Aloe Kit, because she's so grief stricken. Feels at peace laying somewhere to see anything that could go wrong. So Gravel Gorse, I think she's trying to like keep her mind off it too, because I don't see how she could, because she has new kits as well, so I don't know what's going on with her. Maybe like she's taking care of the kits in dandelion pelt's stead for a while. Spend some time with the apprentices to let them know they're appreciated. Maybe he's trying to cheer up the apprentices. That's good of Char Scratch. So she has Tiny Kit and Gold Kit to take care of, so maybe she's like fostering Aloe Kit for a while Dandelion Pelt grieves. So he is cheering up the apprentices, basically. Is decorating the nest, is rocking camp, we saw that before. Is feeling gloomy, maybe because the kit's dead as well. Is sharing wisdom with the younger cats is less than helpful. Maybe she's trying to cheer them up too. Wake up on the rock side of the nest, is curious about the other clans, is feeling happy. I don't know why. Maybe she's sick. She's sick, remember, so maybe she's like trying to put on a strong face and she's like, oh, I'm fine, don't worry about me. It's okay. Thinks they are going crazy. I don't know what's going on with Gold Kit. We should keep an eye on that just in case. Let's see, Bay J. We're going to put Bay J, we're going to put Ripple Paw with him as well, just in case. You know what, let's do training with them. Bay J takes them both out to see a big porcupine on patrol spotted, and then they glades of Stalk Clan. Ripple Paw, big lump of the porcupine. So basically, they're looking at the porcupine. It's got big spines. They're kind of observing it, and I think it's kind of coming up to the spring now. So basically, maybe they're looking at it and they're seeing that it's rooting around for bugs and stuff that are popping up. So let's see. Let's do a medicine cat patrol, a big one this time. You know, so like Monkey Hair and Blossom Dapple, because they have kits, so they'll probably be like, let's save Tiny Kit. So basically, Monkey Hair wants to save his kit. You know, I think Blossom Dapple will put everything aside because he has a kit who's dead and he doesn't want another kit dying. Bringing a motley assortment of clanmates along for them, Crowbite heads out to herb gathering patrol, searching for the evergreen, ever-reliable horsetail to harvest. Snapping the thick horsetail stem near the base of the plant, lets Crowbite drag an entire big long shoot back to camp. The patrol help pull the massive bush, and several cats fluff up an alarm watching the herb gathering patrol as they break it down into smaller stems. So maybe they're like, you know what, let's take this entire bush of herbs back to camp. Hopefully this will be enough for Tiny Kit. So like, they're trying to go overboard to kind of compensate because they lost Carp Kit. I think that's why they bought the big bush. And I think Dandelion Pelt would be like, why didn't you do this for my own kit? Why do you only care about Tiny Kit, huh? So she's probably like very like mad at the medicine cats. Okay, so we're gonna put Horseheart and Char Scratch on the patrol, and we're gonna put maybe, I want to put the siblings together, but they kind of have different personalities that it's kind of a, I want to put Hiccup, Pelt, and Smoothie Jump also on the same patrol because they're mates. You know what, we'll put one of the brothers on the patrol. As the patrol is checking the borderlines, they notice a Tide Clan scent has entered the territory. Let's antagonize because we don't want them in their territory. How dare they trespass? Your patrol bounds the scent, hoping to find the source of it. Eventually they find that it leads to Stalk Clan camp. Inside they find a Tide Clan deputy conversing with our leader. We jumped to conclusions and they were only delivering news. Horseheart got a bite? Did he bite what? I don't know how he got the bite, but okay, maybe the deputy bit us, or maybe like Hootstar bit him to kind of say, how could you do that? Like, why are you being so rude? Okay, let's put all these cats on the hunting patrol. Encounters a clearing where a lot of two legs linger. They continue hunting undetected, using the presence of the two legs, scaring the local wildlife to bring back a good haul. So there's that. So there's Carp Kit. He's looking around Star Clan because he just arrived. Hootstar is feeling back to normal after the strain of giving birth to a litter. Dandelion Pelt feels back to normal after the strain of the litter. Oh. Racoon noise was fluff their nest and they discovered that there was a victim of a fox and that there's a sharp thorn in the paw. That's probably Dandelion Pelt. Actually, that might be Dandelion Pelt or Drakefoot, I think, because Drakefoot's kind of vengeful, and she was Dandelion Pelt's apprentice, so she might do it just to avenge her mentor. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, Dandelion Pelt was her mentor. She probably passed on her, like, strictness and her vengefulness onto Drakefoot, and she's like, so those medicine cats couldn't take care of Carp Paw, so whatever. Char Scratch got a white cough. Tiny Kit is free! Oh, thank God. For a second, I thought Tiny Kit would be lost too, but it seems like she's going to be A-okay. Because I was kind of worried about Tiny Kit there, not going to lie. Let's keep going. So basically, this is all our cats now. Who's in the medicine den? Okay, we have Raccoon Noise. She can still work because even though she has a thorn in her paw, it's probably just minor. So we have Horsehair, Gravel Nose, and Char Scratch. Those are the cats. Basically, nothing really life-threatening except for the white cough on Gravel Nose. I think I'm worried about Gravel Gorse because she's a queen and I don't want her passing it on to her kits. Maybe they're like quarantining her just in case. I was thinking about, what was that? Is sneezing Stardust? What? That's cute. I'm so sad that Kit had to die to do that. I was thinking about forming an alliance. Maybe that was with Tide Clan, but like now it's failed. Oof. Oof. Horsehair. Why did you have to like mess it up? Is Reassure's apprentice who's nervous on patrol. Maybe they're reassuring Ripplepaw, because Ripplepaw's probably nervous because they're new to the clan and all that. So they're trying to like pep their apprentice up. You know what I'm saying? So let's go on to the next cat. Regret's not eating that fresh kill earlier. Is basking in the sun. Is sparring with some clanmates. That's good, a smoothie jump. Has been lazing in their nest all day and doesn't want to change that. Maybe Blossom Dapple is kind of depressed because his kit's gone. That's what I've kind of taken that as. Like he's lazing and that doesn't seem like Blossom Dapple. Is patching up a hole in the camp wall. Is looking for a challenge. Is grooming themselves. To making sure the every whisker is placed. Maybe she's like compensating with vanity for her kit's death, you know. So I think she's not really taking care of Allocate anymore because she's so depressed and angry and everything. Is craving the taste of mouse. So luckily Drakefoot's not up to anything. Is in the medicine den. Almost choked on their prey. Feels a sense of dread. Oh, I don't know what that means. Try a scratch, but I'm still worried. Solve the problem by thinking back to another time, exact same time that happened. What do you think that's about? Maybe it's like she was mediating for someone. Is showing off a trinket they found while exploring. See, that's what I'm saying. I think Night Stripe and Laurel for collect stuff. Like they're brothers who have nests next to each other. And they like have like this little collection of trinkets that they kind of bring back, like feathers, smooth stones, and they're like showing off to each other. Like, look what I found on patrol, and like they're having fun and stuff. I love Night Stripe and Laurel for. It's feeling gloomy. I think Night Stripe and Laurel for are kind of like you can't separate them. They're like so like intrinsically together. So Ripplepaw is feeling gloomy. I don't know why that. Maybe that's why J was cheering them up, because he's like feeling like, I don't know if I belong in this clan, you know, because he's just so nervous. Bulltail is basking in the sun. Is whining for milk. Is feeling unappreciated. Yeah, that's definitely, you know what? That's definitely Dandelion Pelt not appreciating her only other kit. Poor Allocate. I think the other queens are fostering Allocate for a while until Dandelion Pelt like pulls her head out of her ass and takes care of her kid again. But I think this is going to scar Allocate for a while. She's never going to forget this, like, you know, her brother dying and all that. Regrets not eating the prey. Is spending considerable time grooming. So Gold Kit may be vain, do you think? So Allocate maybe is siblings with Gus Kit, kind of like foster siblings maybe. Because, you know, Hootstar probably took in Allocate as well. You know, I think just the queens in general take him in. I think Gus Kit would see Allocate as like a sibling. They'd be like, because they were born at the same time, so they'd be like, oh, this is my sibling Allocate or whatever. So I don't think they would ever fall in love, sadly. So no Gus Kit x Allocate or whatever in the future. I think they're too much like siblings. So Hootstar, I would say, would take care of Dandelion Pelt's kits for her while she's depressed. Let's go on patrol. Wait, why is Dandelion Pelt there? Would she go on patrol? Like, would she try and sneak out of camp with the patrol because she's not taking care of her kit? I think Hootstar probably like, no, Dandelion Pelt, you can't go out. You have to take care of Allocate. And he's like berating her, saying, you can't, just because one of your kids dies doesn't mean you have to let the other, like, wither away and stuff. And she's like super angry at him, and she's like, you don't know anything about my kits or anything like that. She's like super angry. And I think they probably have a fight. So that's kind of... I'm worried about Dandelion Pelt. I don't think she's doing so good right now. So much stuff has happened to her. Yeesh. Okay, I think we won't put Hootstar or Dandelion Pelt on the patrols because they're still technically queens. So, let's put... I want to put Smoothie Jump on a patrol maybe because she's a very good, like, teacher. So she's like a great mentor. Did Smoothie Jump ever have an apprentice, do you think? I can't remember. I would have to check that later. Okay, Smoothie Jump and Hiccup Pelt, I want to put on the same patrol because they're mates and I want them to bond. Ripple Paw and I want BJ. You know what, let's put them on training. A patrol hold a training session in Ripple Paw to decide to focus on tree climbing. Ripple Paw picks up the instructions quickly and follows the directions of the other patrol members as they climb up the tree. Great job. Racoon Noise and Crowbite. Now that it's kind of Greenleaf now, I think. So I think they would kind of be able to go on the patrol on their own. So we'll do that. Let's head them out. As the Metascant patrol pads out into the Sockling territory, Crowbite tells about the dream. So the dream. I think that's definitely the prophecy continuing. So we haven't figured out what the prophecy is about. I think it involves Ripple Paw in some way. Hopefully, Ripple Paw will be the key of figuring out this prophecy. Because it's been stretching on for so long. Okay, so we have something about Ripple Paw. Some of our cats got injured that one time. Maybe this is a multiple prophecy over time, you know, because they got injured that one time and the poppy seeds spilled over, so maybe that was a sign before. So let's board a patrol. While walking along the border, your patrol knows Stone Clan. Laurelfall approaches the clan, striking up a conversation about weather. After talking about the weather, so basically, I think Laurel Fur is like a good like speaker. So basically, she's like our mediator of the clan. So let's put Monkey Hair and Drakefoot on the hunting patrol. Your patrol comes across a large rat. The patrol misses the rat, and their confidence is shaken. Maybe they were chasing the rat out of the camp, but escaped back into the territory. So now they're like, we have to warn the others in case it gets into camp and like bites the kits or something, because they already lost one kit or something, or maybe they're worried about getting another weak leg. So basically, they're like going over and saying, we have to reinforce the nursery and the walls of the camp, just in case, because we saw a rat on the territory, but we weren't able to chase it off properly. So now they're like, everyone's scrambling to get brambles and stuff and bite anyone again, because that's happened like 3 times. Like seriously, 3 times a rat has gotten into our camp and bitten one of our cats and given them a weak leg, and like, so I think they definitely want to like warn the others about the rat. Maybe we have a rat problem in Stalk Clan, who knows. I think Drakefoot is kind of angry that the kits are kind of taking everyone's attention. I think maybe the reason she hasn't got a mate yet or anything, or isn't compatible with cat, is because maybe she doesn't want to have a mate or anything. Maybe she just doesn't like kits at all. I kind of see that happening because Dandelion Pelt was her mentor, and now that the kits are here, they took her... all her time away from Drakefoot, because maybe they were friends before, and now that Carp Kit is dead, everyone is paying attention to like the other kits. So maybe Drakefoot hates kits, I would say, and maybe she's like so mad that she has to reinforce the bramble walls for these stupid kits. So that's what I think is going on with Drakefoot. Maybe she's vengeful and she dislikes kits. So that's my kind of headcanon right now. Let's go on to the next moon, I think. Okay, Blossom Dapple went missing for a few days? What? Like, is he missing or what? Like, BJ has realized that Tom doesn't describe how they feel. Smoothie Jump has announced they are expecting kits. A new litter of kits now. Yeesh, we're getting so many kits now. I'm glad she got it in there at the end of her, like, warrior duties, you know. Smoothie Jump was kind of an old cat. She's kind of almost joined Bold Tail and the Elder's Den telling stories and all that jazz. So I'm glad she's kind of getting a kit in there, just so that she has like a legacy later on in life. Because I like having a legacy for my cats. Drakefoot was helping reinforce the bramble wall and got thorn stuck in her paw. See, that was all I'm talking about. She is probably so mad that that happened because she hates kids and she got a thorn because of them. Oh no. Gold Kit snuck out of camp and is brimming with pride despite the scolding they were giving. So basically, what? Is Gold Kit snuck out? Do you think that has something to do with Blossom Dapple? Or maybe, no, Gold Kit probably snuck out because of the rat. Because he was like seeing everyone panicking and stuff about the rat. And he went out and said, you know what, I'm going to catch that rat and everyone will be so proud of me, they'll make me a warrior on the spot. I think Gold Kit is like his father. Like, I think Monkey Hair is like stuck between either being super proud of his son or like being like, no, don't do that, or something. He's like, wait, that's something I would do. And it's like, oh no, they're taking after me. So maybe like that's the only thing Monkey Hair is self-aware about, is about his tendency to be like go after things he's not supposed to. I think Gold Kit is like his father. I hope he grows up to look like his father, like all fluffy and stuff. I can't tell. So basically Carp Kit is worried about the clan. Oh no, maybe that has something to do with the prophecy. Or maybe he's just missing his clan. Who knows? Anyways, I think it's a good time to end this episode off. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. See you next time. Goodbye!